Question B11 reads, the following are the displayed structures of some organic compounds. The four structures are labeled A, B, C, and D. Structure A is ethane, 2 carbon atoms joined by a single bond with 3 hydrogen atoms on each carbon. Structure B is ethene, 2 carbon atoms joined by a double bond with 2 hydrogen atoms on each carbon. Structure C is ethanol, 2 carbon atoms with an OH group attached at one end. Structure D is ethanoic acid, 2 carbon atoms with a C double bond O and an OH group at one end. Part A. Part 1 says, which 2 compounds can react together to form an ester? The answer is C and D. Ethanol and ethanoic acid react together in a process called esterification to produce an ester and water. A catalyst of concentrated sulfuric acid and heat is used. Part A. Part 2 says, name the ester formed. The ester formed is ethyl ethanoate. Part A. Part 3 says, which compound is the least reactive? Name the compound. The answer is a ethane. It is a saturated hydrocarbon with only single bonds. It does not decolorize bromine water and is very unreactive under normal conditions because there are no double bonds available for addition reactions. Part B. Part 1 says, draw the structure of the polymer formed by compound B, showing only 3 repeating units. Compound B is ethene. The polymer formed is polyethene. Let me teach you how to draw it very clearly. Draw a long chain of 6 carbon atoms in a row connected by single bonds. Each carbon has 2 hydrogen atoms attached, one pointing up and one pointing down. Group the carbons in pairs to represent the 3 repeating units. You can draw brackets around each CH2 to CH2 group to clearly show the repeating unit. For 3 units, show 3 of these pairs joined together in a continuous chain. Part B. Part 2 says, name the compound which would rapidly decolorize bromine water. The answer is compound B, ethene. It is unsaturated and contains a carbon-to-carbon double bond. When ethene is added to bromine water, an addition reaction takes place. The bromine molecule adds across the double bond, removing the color. The orange bromine water turns colorless. Part B. Part 3 says, name the compound. Looking at the structure of polymer X in the diagram, which shows a carbon backbone with chlorine atoms attached to alternating carbons, the name is polyvinyl chloride, commonly known as PVC. Part C. Part 1 says, between X and Y give 2 similarities. Both X and Y are polymers made from repeating monomer units. Both are long-chain molecules produced through a polymerization reaction. Part C. Part 2 says, give 2 differences. First difference. X is an addition polymer while Y is a condensation polymer. Second difference. X contains chlorine atoms in its repeating unit, while Y contains ester linkages with carbon double bond oxygen groups in its repeating unit. Part C. Part 3 says, what is the best way of disposing of these polymers? The best method of disposal is recycling. These polymers are non-biodegradable, meaning they do not break down naturally in the environment. Burning them releases toxic gases, including hydrogen chloride from PVC. Recycling reduces environmental pollution and conserves raw materials at the same time. That gives you your 10 marks for question B11.